Cook and I'm from Bella Pilates. I am doing these little Pilates Nuggets series so that you can have little short exercise programs that you can do at home. Now, it has been studied and researched that if I just give you one exercise, you are more likely to do it at home. So these series do include anywhere from 2 to 5 exercises. I try to keep them short so you can complete them in 5 to 10 minutes at home. But what will help you is to follow along with this video each time you do them until you feel like you have a handle on this series. The series we're going to do today is an isometric ball series. It is for your core and your rectus abdominis. It is often used when people have low back issues and also when they are recovering from either a C-section or a tummy tuck. These are really good exercises to just kind of turn on that transverse abdominis, get it working. I will play around and give you some guidance of whether we're in imprinted spine or neutral spine, which might be the best for you. Okay, so we're going to lie down on a mat and you want to get a ball. We can't do this with a smaller ball, but it's just easier with one of these larger balls. Mine happens to be a small one because I have short arms and my cat scratched through and popped my other ball. So here we go. We're going to place our hands here on the ball. And what I want you to do with your pelvis is I want you to imagine that it is a bowl of water sitting here. So your sacrum, that triangular shaped bone behind your pelvis, is the bottom of that bowl, and you should feel like maybe you can get your bowl almost nice and even, as if it's filled to the brim with water. And then what you're going to do is you are just going to gently tip your bowl back so that it pours the water out toward your head. And that's just kind of like a little tuck under, or like you're a dog tucking its tail under its hind legs. Okay, so we're going to be here. The reason being, we want to connect in with our rectus abdominis at all, also, and make a contraction there along with our transverse abdominis. Eventually, you can move to more of a neutralish spine, but for now, because this is for people that are often rehabilitating from maybe a back injury or a surgery or coming off of a C-section or tummy tuck, we want to have a little tip under. The most important thing is that you pick a position that feels good and natural. Okay, so we're going to just start out with a deep breath. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And do that again. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Continue that breathing. And every time you inhale through the nose, really expand your rib cage wide from the sides, the back, the front, all the way around 360 degrees. On the exhale, I want you to feel like you are corseting the waist in towards your spine, as if there's a magnet inside in the very middle of your belly. So here we go again. Inhale and exhale, corset. And one more time, inhale and exhale, corset the waist. Now we're going to add on the exhale, you're going to just push gently on the ball. We want to make sure that we're not lifting our shoulders up. Those are rested down and relaxed. Our neck is relaxed. So here we go. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, push on your ball, corset the waist. And inhale, release. And exhale, push and contract in. Inhale, exhale, and inhale. You don't want to feel like you're bearing down as you do this. Continue. But you do want to feel like you're corseting in, you're pulling in. It should feel like you're hugging your spine gently. Okay, nothing's forced. We're not bearing down or contracting as hard as we can. Okay, so that's the first exercise. We're gonna add on here, you may want to bring your feet in a little bit closer to your glutes. And what we're gonna be doing with the legs is we're gonna feel like we're pulling our thighs inward towards the ball this way. In order to do that, you need to lift your heels up so that you're on your tippy toes. So it's kind of a pressing in of the ball as you press in with your arms, okay? So we're gonna do the same thing. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale to push and pull this time and corset the waist. Inhale. Exhale, pull and push. Inhale. So if you do have some diastasis recti issues, you may want to imagine that you're sewing in towards your midline as you push and pull. There we go. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale, hug that midline in towards your body. Let's do 2 more. Very good. Now I do have some people who will turn under so much that they're pulling in with their hip flexors or their glutes. I want you to focus on making that action and that hugging in come from the abdominals. So you have a little bit contraction from your rectus abdominis. You have the pulling in of your transverse abdominis, that's your innermost layer of muscles hugging your spine. The next one and final one we're going to do is we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So you can set your other arm down on the mat, and what we're going to do is just press in with the right arm, pull in with the left leg. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, pull and push. So I could really focus on this diagonal line coming from the bottom of my right rib cage and sewing in deeply towards my left hip. It's all singeing in at around my belly button. You could possibly just be pressing with the arm and pulling in with the leg and not feeling it here. So if you need a little tactile touch or to waken up those muscles, sometimes after a C-section or a tummy tuck, you may have numbing. Those nerve endings have not grown back yet, and so you may need that little bit of proprioceptive tapping to help you feel that as you work. All right, once you've done around 6, let's go to the other side. We'll put our other arm down. Inhale, deep breath. We're pulling in with our right leg, pushing with our left arm. Inhale, deep breath. You may feel like there's one side that contracts in a better way. You feel more connected into that side than the other. And that is very normal. We all have imbalances from side to side. We may do more rotation to our left during our day. We may do more rotation to our right. It all depends. But again, sometimes you'll need to tap. Maybe I'm feeling it down low near my leg, but I'm not feeling it up towards my right rib cage, so I might have to tap there in order to help myself feel those muscles working. All right, once you've finished, you can go ahead and put your ball away and sit up. So I love this exercise. It's very rehabilitative. It's also great for beginners to just start feeling that core activate. The core is not activating isometrically. You are always doing your, sorry, I lose the word sometimes. You're always doing your concentric and eccentric movement with that transverse abdominis, but your rectus abdominis is working isometrically, so that's why I called it the isometric ball series. Thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Rebecca Cook with Bella Pilates.